Welcome back to King's Quest 3. And now, we're actually going to face Medusa. Okay, Tio might remember how, in the original one, the only way to stop Medusa from turning us into stone was to use the mirror on her. You know, the classic way.
Through classic methods.
But in here, we actually do something different. Let's put it in this spell.
Okay.
So she's gonna test me.
You first, Medusa.
Basically, she's gonna...
no, don't do that.
Basically, she's gonna test me.
Okay.
And audience, if you're wondering why Pedro sounds like he's underwater, he's using a different laptop.
Alright, let's...
He's lucky
he's not missing much.
Basically, okay, let's try to actually succeed at this. Describe the race, clouds, and colors precisely, detailing direction and movement. Sounds about right.
A poor girl offers to sell you a rotten apple from her basket.
Tell her to shove her up her backside.
Give her money to buy riper apples for herself. Switch the apples for frogs, or pay for the apple, or strap pound it out of her hands. I wonder which is the right answer.
Swiping a rotten apple. Yeah, that sounds like a genius move. Next you'll be telling me to go rob a bank that's bankrupt.
Give her money to buy riper apples for herself, of course.
Okay.
Come on, Pedro, click.
No, click to swipe it out of her hands, one.
Click. There we go.
A harem slave.
Harem? Oh god.
Her master will beat her.
Makoto! That's yours.
She offers.
And already school days has become one of our running gags. Goody.
Help her to flee, no charge.
Tell her good luck that you won't speak with her.
No, so I guess that the answers that you have to pick, Pedro, are like the ones that are like the most kind-hearted.
Yeah, I have to prove that I'm not a dick to women. Unlike the men she knew when she was a human being.
Weird, because when you think about it, couldn't you just be lying? Then again, don't let her know that.
Yeah, the snakes will tell her.
Well, keep in mind, story-wise, he's not actually getting multiple choice.
That should be the sequel to Snakes on the Plane, Snakes on the Brain.
Well, keep in mind, Jova, story-wise, he's not actually getting a multiple choice thing. We're just getting a multiple choice thing because, well, gameplay.
True. Hey, how weird is it that in all this time that we're going on this sort of mini-quest, we're all while the wizard's away?
Well, as you can see, the timer stops every time you're in,
Claim this is your 15th engagement.
If the timing never stopped, this would be impossible, so come on, let's try to... You know, it's kind of
I know. I know that I'm just saying, it's quite a wonder when you think about it.
Remember how her words moved you. Okay, basically, I've been having a pen pal friend, but then when we actually meet, she's not as attractive as she said she was. But I remember how her words moved you in the
So she described the Tumblr. Ah!
Because she kind of lied!
Jesus Christ.
You are not repelled by me?
Yeah, I am.
No!
I'm not transformed.
Okay. What?
Forgive me.
By being the first man that is not repelled by her appearance, we broke her spell. The spell that turned her into Medusa.
So I guess a gender swapped Beauty and the Beast of sorts.
Yeah.
So, love interest time?
I like this because it makes the whole Medusa thing more memorable than the original, where it's just a random thing.
I agree.
And then you walked off
So
the
is
cliff.
that see of her there?
If it would please you.
Basically, I want this unique stone for helping you.
It would, though I'm loath to ask. I would have you.
However, check this out, Teo. Here's an interesting... Actually, I would too.
I've all but forgotten my
Sure.
own appearance.
Oh.
And I should dare not enter the town again until I am made more gentle to the eye.
But you're...
You would make none of the most dazzling sight.
But you look just fine now.
He said it himself.
Fee for the
And,
compliment.
yeah.
However,
Basically, she wants something to appraise herself. So, what is that? The mirror, of course. See, too, we still use the mirror on this part.
destroyed my
Yep.
terrible reign.
Interesting, right? But here's an interesting thing,
Yeah.
Teo. But here's an interesting thing, Teo. You can still do this...
She frees herself.
No. The enchantment is broken. There's no more rock frozen thing. But here's an interesting thing, Teo. You can actually still solve this Medusa thing old school, we can still use the mirror on her and make her turn herself into stone.
It makes sense.
The difference is that if you don't do it the way I'm doing it right now, you get less points.
Oh, well, it makes sense.
Interesting, right? I really love the new spin they put on the Medusa thing.
That would have been interesting.
To me, this developer is pretty much the new Sierra Online. They perfectly capture Sierra, the old school Sierra. I mean,
I'm guessing that they're probably working on the next King's. I mean, they're probably working on remaking King's Quest 4 in secret.
I hope so, because I love this developer. This developer perfectly. It's like Sierra themselves are making these remakes. It just feels so right, Theo?
Yeah, it seems to be.
Reminds me of something on par with the dedication the Ace Attorney fans gave when they translated Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Yeah, totally. But this is even better.
I have a feeling, though,
this
that
is
we
even more because these were remakes.
With a great Ace Attorney.
This is even more though because these remakes were literally made from the ground up with actual.
Well, Jova, that will imply that Great Ace Attorney will never be translated, and I have faith that it
after the success of Dual Destinies, I think it's relatively safe. Then again, it's Capcom we're talking about, so.
I'm just a bit worried though because of Ace Attorney Investigation.
You see how?
Yeah, but Joe, Ace Attorney Investigations didn't sell very well. Apparently, Dual Destinies actually did well by Capcom standards.
Here's interesting. You see, Jova, this is going to be like this. It was like this, Jova. Ace Attorney fans wanted Investigations 2 to be localized, but then Capcom was like,
it will not open wide enough.
Yeah, pretty much.
Consider that it was mostly because it was released during the end of timeline.
Oh, by the way, Tara, believe it or not, there's a yokai in Yokai Watch that explains all of Capcom's bullshit. Right, Jova?
Yeah.
Really?
You know, Angel, actually, I guess that is right.
But it's not referring explicitly. It's like
no. It's basically a yokai that is powered to make everybody answer with the word any question with the word impossible. And in the yokai Wikipedia it says, "Oh, this is the yokai responsible for every strange cases of cancelled projects."
Oh, okay.
Hey, no, that's. Yeah.
So his name is Murikade, and he always says Muri, which is the Japanese for impossible. So that's kind of a thing. That's just
if that show ever got dubbed, I can imagine.
I actually kind of find that more reasonable than the whole "it didn't sell well" thing, because even still, it's Ace Attorney Investigation.
Oh, by the way, hold on, Joe. Teo, listen closely, Teo. Listen closely, Teo. You might sound familiar to you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
There you go. Not only is it the same fish sprite from King's Quest V, the eagle sound effect is also from King's Quest V.
Yeah. Well, the eagle sound effect is pretty common.
True.
To be honest.
Okay,
but the sprite is
sound effect. That's nice.
But the sprite is taken straight from King's Quest V.
Sound effect, OMG.
Interesting.
All right, so we're back home now that we actually. Oh yeah, I think we talked all over the book, didn't we? Hold on. Oh no! I forgot. What I meant.
We got a feather from the eagle.
What happened was I forgot to take the knife and the spoon from the kitchen, so I could not get into the library. So I came back to get it.
Okay, so now we can set up whatever means we need to get rid of the wizard, right?
No, not yet, Jova. It's gonna be a while till we can manage to get rid of the wizard because it's
gonna be spending most of this playthrough trying to do it.
Jova, remember, revenge is a dish that is best consumed cold.
Use your map here.
Not only that, Jova, but as of right now, we're just a poor slave that doesn't really have any means of fighting a wizard who can literally burn you with a single word. I mean.
Why not just put something in his food and sneak it in? He has plenty of potions.
No, that's exactly what we're going to do, actually.
The wizard will know.
That's exactly what we're going to do, actually. But we still don't have anything to put in his food that will kill him.
Ah. But it's weird, though, because apparently, according to the game so far, this supposedly poor servant is developing a plan for such.
Yes. Hold on. You'll see, Joe. You'll see.
Okay.
Let's see what's in the tavern.
Let's go get a drink.
Sure.
Oh my god, it's Medusa!
Again, pre-remake, let's not be too judgmental when it comes to the voice acting.
I was talking about... Pedro, I was talking about her appearance looks somewhat similar.
Well, actually, I thought you were mentioning the fact that it's the same voice actress.
No.
Hello, Governor.
No.
Would you like some more?
Oh, don't worry, Pedro. The voice acting's actually pretty good, especially for a free remake. I'm fine with that. I was just talking about how she looks similar to Medusa. You know, in human form.
Okay, the reason I'm going in again is because I forgot a few moments about how to deal with the things. Okay, I don't know if Theo played enough of King's Quest 3 to know, but hold on.
I played all of it back in the day, but again, it's one of the King's Quest I remember the least.
Actually, Joe, but these are not pirates. These are just bugs. These are these
are the two guys that basically substitute that transforming wizard from the previous two games.
Joe, remember in the first part where we were randomly walking, some folks can appear and randomly steal you? Well, yeah. Those are the folks. Basically, they have a hideout somewhere in Ludor, and we're gonna have to infiltrate that hideout. But that's later. That's for later. For now, let's just try to infiltrate in this library.
You have to wonder. I mean, if this servant is so poor and has been kept, under lock and key for so long. How does he know where to find a lot of this stuff? Is there like some sort of grapevines that he can get this info through?
What info?
Oh, sorry, for a minute there I thought the music was going to play the main Final Fantasy IX theme.
Okay, so what we just found... Okay, so what we... Don't worry, we're not going to read all this. Basically what we just found is... I'm going to basically sum up what is this. Basically, this is a diary of someone who calls himself Gwydion. Now, here's the problem. That's our name. Okay, so that's strange enough. Okay, so by reading this diary, and here's Manannan. Okay, so by reading this diary, we'll find out that turns out we're not Gwydion's first slave. I mean, we already knew that from the intro, but Gwydion himself didn't know. So yeah. Basically, like I think I explained this in part 1, but I might as well explain it here because here is where it's most relevant. Basically, every time Manannan gets a slave as a baby, he calls them Gwydion, and when they reach 18 years old, he kills them because of this one particular thing. This book was actually by the very first Gwydion, but he eventually got killed because he was caught preparing magic to try to escape the wizard, and the wizard caught him and burned him at the stake. And all that remains of him is this diary that he was writing while exploring Ludor, and he left here.
Bless you, Tio.
And while he was trying to look at that, he found the solution to that puzzle we found in Manannan's library. So yeah, that new puzzle that we saw.
This book reminds me of a puzzle.
Thank you, Apollo, or Godo, or whatever voice you were going with there.
Actually, I'm just some guy.
So you're just
some guy who's just some guy who's just some guy.
Yeah, I get it. Shut up.
I waited for Manannan to resume his usual spying on the townsfolk before returning to the study. Yeah, and this is a picture of this study, which is in the basement, but we have to solve that puzzle. It's nearing dawn, and I have no more need of sleep. The key to my freedom, I will hide in a remote part of Ludor, which is this diary. So basically, he knew he was fucked, so he decided to hide his diary here, just in case someone might find it and somehow manage to do something.
The rest of the pages are
blank. Exactly. The rest of the pages are blank. There's nothing after this. Today's this. Alright, so yeah, what interests us more is the page where the puzzle solution is. So let's go back home.
I guess I'm just wondering, how did... I forgot. What's this guy's... Oh, yeah. How did Gwen know to go looking here?
You can... the reason I know is because I played this game, but there is a legit way you can know from hearing about people talking about, oh, there's this library in town. And, it's always closed. I wonder why. Are they trying to hide something? So that's your clue that maybe you should investigate.
No, don't touch the lake. Oh.
Okay, so basically I'm just checking things out. And there's the cave that we saw in the intro where they're mysterious.
I've already seen the death videos. No, don't touch the web.
Yeah.
It's a giant spider there, isn't there?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Oh, great.
Every time there's a giant web in a King's Quest game, it's because there's a giant spider, as King's Quest 7 will also prove. Anyway, alright, so
God kills you.
we filled our spoon with mud.
Yeah.
Spoon!
The reason I'm filling all these, like...
Spoony Bard, are you? I'm not Spoony Bard.
I'm filling the reason I'm filling the thimble with dew and the spoon with mud is because from pre-knowledge of playing this game before, I already know stuff that I can do. But don't worry, there are legit ways of knowing exactly what you do. It's just that I'm taking advantage. Oh, here he is again.
I wonder if there's anyone who's legit managed to get all points on their first try.
Replacing toys. What are they for? Can I feel joy? I've never heard.
He's not very good at what he does.
Yeah. You should take lessons for Dr. Seuss.
Wait, he's trying to rhyme?
Basically, he's a bard and he's trying to find his muse, basically.
You don't always have to rhyme, but if he's trying to, oh boy.
Is he trying to do Silent Night now? Silent Night.
No dreams, Christmas is far over.
Happy Christmas if you're watching this on that date. Or Easter. Or Hanukkah. Or
Halloween.
Or Halloween. Or Easter. No, I said Easter.
Or Britain Day.
St. George. Happy St. Patrick's, George's, David's Day.
Naturally.
Whatever the Scottish one is.
For the seductive murmur of an audience anticipating my every word. Say, are you busy?
I don't know, but just these fucking wizards stalking me. I don't
wanted to be a poet?
No. Before I left my hometown to cross the hostilities land, I wanted to be a dancer.
A dancer?
I was excommunicated by popular to talent.
Sure.
No matter. Soon after, I heard the muse call. Bound to her beckoning, she has led me here.
Right.
Okay.
You sure that wasn't just a mirage guy?
Not yet.
Boy.
So yeah, there's something missing in his composition.
Talent.
What do you think?
That too, but...
Well, the words have lyrical quality, broadly speaking.
Lyrical? That's it. Music. These words would.
But there's music all around us, dude. Don't you hear it right now?
Yeah.
No instrument.
So yeah, he needs an.
So he needs an instrument.
And I'm sure Taylor knows exactly. And considering this part is a King's Quest for reference, I'm sure Taylor knows what instrument he needs.
Yeah, and considering what we have been... Yeah, if you had an eagle eye, you probably would have spotted before.
Eagle eye, and it's an eye icon.
It wasn't intentional, please.
Okay, so basically he has a magical picture here.
I doubt I would know my way
a magical...
Hold on.
Oh, of course.
It is no mere picture.
Oh, okay, fine. As he puts it, enchanted.
Well, I guess that comes in handy when crossing a desert.
So how exactly is enchanted?
What do you think it does? Produces water.
It produces water up from thin air.
Of course.
Who needs water when you've got Hawaiian punch or cactus juice?
There you go, did you notice? Zounds.
Yeah.
That water... Okay, for the sake of doing Jova, that word sounds... That's basically something that Alexander always says whenever he's surprised by something. And trust me, Jova.
That term. I've seen it being used in Calvin and Hobbes as well as...
Oh, really? Okay, awesome.
The spaceman spiff.
I'm just saying that the reason they're using it here is because he did it in King's Quest 6, so they're referencing it here. They're tying in the whole sounds thing.
Uh-oh. Sounds like bees.
Surprisingly, the bees in here don't kill you, unlike in King's Quest 5.
Really? They do nothing?
I'm trying to get the bears to walk over because I love the free bears. But unfortunately, they're not.
Over. What happens if they walk over?
Oh, there you go, Joe.
Yeah.
Basically, Joe, this family is dysfunctional. That's all you need to know.
Oh, this ought to be funny.
Let's try to... I think this is the there's one point in the playthrough where I actually do try to... Not now, though. There's another point where I actually try to knock on their door and see if they...
I think, have you noticed the timer's gone yellow?
Yeah.
I have. That's why I'm coming back. That's why I'm going back.
Wee!
So yeah, Teo, yellow, so yeah. That's one thing that I like, the fact that we actually do get a pre-warning before Manannan comes on, because in the original game there was no way to know. You just had to, okay, should I?
Yeah, it was way more brutal.
Yeah.
You know, here's what I wonder though. I mean, I go, why is it that the timer is going up instead of down?
Because it's the developers are also using it as a way for you to basically time yourself, see how fast you can beat this game.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the when you complete this remake, you get various awards depending on how you perform. Like, for example, if you get all the points, you get the Perfectionist Award. You know, stuff like that. There's various awards for depending on where you achieve things. And if you complete it fast enough, you also get you get the Blue Hedgehog Award.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can't.
Well, thank you for that, King's Quest.
Well, that reference wasn't in the original game. That's just AGD being awesome. But
You know
yeah.
what?
I know, but I meant King's Quest is in the remake.
You know what I would do in this situation?
What?
I'd get that up and then take a picture of it on my camera phone.
Hey, that would be a good idea. Let's go get our camera phones out here right now and
But Rose, this is the Middle Ages.
I don't care. I live in the year 2015.
So yeah,
just bring up a good point.
So yeah, basically just look at the symbols.
I just pulled the wrong one.
It just doesn't open.
Oh, before you get turned to dust.
If this was the old game, probably, but the remakes are more forgiving. But yeah, basically, one clever design choice that I like is the fact that once you solve this puzzle once, you never have to solve it again. Like for now on, every time I go back to this thing, it always says you quickly press the levers in the correct sequence, and it just skips you right to. So you don't have to solve this puzzle every time you want to go in, just the first time.
Saves you time.
So yeah.
You quickly pull the levers.
As I'm just demonstrating now.
It's pronounced levers, narrator.
It is? Oh, this probably was levers. Well, it depends. Like when it's singing,
It's lever.
All right.
Yep, it's definitely a lever.
Oh, the lever, Croc!
One of Eartha Kitt's greatest roles forever. God rest her soul.
All right, so
it's actually my favorite. You know, who played Kronk?
Patrick Wahlberg something. The guy who played Brock Simpson in The Adventure Bros.
Yeah, his. Although I haven't seen the Ticks, so
yeah. Well, anyway, like I was saying, it's almost time for the wizard to come home. So better for safety, let's just hide everything. We'll just take what's safe.
For him to leave again, don't we?
Yeah, actually,
take the meat.
Actually, when he does come back, he will actually take a nap instead of leaving.
Really? So then what?
Then it's again green light again when he starts taking a nap.
Whoa, okay, that's very brave of Gwendolyn. I mean, it's one thing to sneak out while he's going away, but when he's still at the house and sleeping...
Yeah.
Whew.
Well, he's kind of tight on time because he only has 1 day before he becomes 18, so...
Oh yeah, that's right. So it's now or never. Why exactly does he kill them
Okay,
again?
if I go into my bed and sleep, I automatically skip to the time when the wizard returns, so I don't have to wait around.
You see an evil sneer come across the wizard's face.
I am hungry.
Yeah, I love the narrator more in this one. He sounds very menacing.
Yeah. I also really like his performance as Manannan. He does a good job.
Who voices in John Bell?
John Bell. It's just John Bell too. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Manannan is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he.
Why does he kill them when they turn 18?
You'd better feed him.
Because originally there was one. The very first slave he had tried to use magic against him. So to prevent, basically he switches slaves every 18 years, basically. For the sake of avoiding them to, you know, get too
Operation.
clever for their own good, basically.
If only he just let them go willingly.
Master?
What is it? Speak quickly, boy.
What are the people of Ludor like?
They're assholes.
The wizard gives you a cautionary glance.
Why? Intending to make their acquaintance, are you?
No. I'm just curious. From what you have said in the past, they don't sound very...
Gee, I wonder why.
appreciative of you.
Selfish, pathetic creatures requiring constant vigilance. They should have
Constant vigilance? You just reminded me of the Goblet of Fire video game.
Keeping track of their movements.
Have you played that
Really?
I haven't played any Harry Potter games, so...
Mad-Eye Moody in that one
You have
always
the
has a
strangest notion
catchphrase,
that Manannan's
constant
last
vigilance.
comment was not an expression.
They sound wretched.
Much like yourself. But they
I wonder if Dwib's also handled the World Cup, the Quidditch World Cup game for the channel.
I suppose I could, but I gotta remember, Jover, I gotta
Does
find
not
some
appear
good
in much of a
recording
talkative
hardware.
mood at the moment. Conversing
For
with him
PS2.
further might be unwise.
Well, there is PC XS2.
That requires too much of a powerful computer. That's kind of hard, Joel.
True, I'm lucky my computer is powerful enough to run that.
So yeah, I really love the working music.
I'll say. Okay.
Okay, so now that we fed the wizard with some ham, we're safe for now. So let's just wait till he either leaves or takes it.
You fed him some evil ham. Did you drug the wizard or
Oh, a
something?
cat.
No, I didn't. I just gave him
So
ham.
happy.
Actually, she really would like our plan for taking care of the wizard, but
What? Are we gonna turn him into a cat?
yeah.
Couldn't he just attack you?
He can actually in some at one specific screen of the game, but we'll see. There's actually one point where
is that why the default mouse icon is a cat's head, and why there's a cat right there?
yeah. We'll see.
Are cats the theme of this game?
Not really. It's just that Manannan has. It's just that it's the one spell he manages to find in his spell book that actually he uses to try to, you know, defeat the wizards. Let's say. So let's clean his chamber pot. Yeah, happy music while cleaning his shit.
Nose in disgust.
Yeah.
You throw the smelly contents of the chamber pot out the open window. What a way to make a living.
Yeah.
Implying we're even getting paid.
You're not.
Your heart skips as the wizard gives you an evil look.
You know better than to enter my quarters without permission.
Oh boy.
Go hang around in the kitchen for a while.
Oh, thanks. Oh, come on.
So, is this supposed to happen?
Yeah, if I enter his room without him, like if it's a situation where he flat out comes to me and says my chamber pot is full, clean it immediately, then I can enter his room and he won't say anything.
Oh.
But if I do that, he'll punish. If I push him over the edge too much, he eventually gets sick of me and kills me.
Manannan eyes you with a snaggle-toothed sneer.
Checking up on me, are you?
Yeah.
Basically every time, basically every time that happens where he just appears and he does nothing, he's just checking if I have anything suspicious.
You boy, clean my bowels.
Ah.
Alright, meanwhile,
I
listen.
don't want to think of what kind of operation would be needed to do that.
Alright, since we're killing time, let's feed the chickens.
Feed my chickens. Scrub my house. Scrub my house from the outside using only a toothbrush. Cause I'm a dick like that.
He actually does start taking a nap soon. Okay.
Does he inform us of it?
He does. He does.
Pacing boy.
Every time he either goes away or sleeps, he actually comes and says, "I'm gonna take a nap. Don't disturb me and shit."
If you disturb me, you're for the high jump.
Basically, I'm looking for him, see where he is. Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Spying on the ladies next door, I see.
Oh, you scandalous old man.
Oh, baby, that's right.
Oh, there you go.
Disturb me.
Alright. Now that he's
having dreams about the person he just
Hey, yeah, you can see him right there in his bed. So let's take our shit.
Wonder what happens if you go into the room and click on him.
What do you think,
He'll
Jova?
probably wake up and kill you. I mean, I wasn't that full of trying something like that. It would have been too obvious.
Yeah. Alright, now that we got our shit back, let's actually go into his basement and see what's down there.
Couldn't he have had the cat report to him?
His cat doesn't speak.
Yeah, he doesn't like cats.
So it's not like Mr. Filch where...
Wait, hold on. He doesn't like cats, yet there's cats crawling all over.
No, I forgot. It's the other guy in the leather that doesn't like cats.
No, who doesn't like cats is Lolo, the villain of the 4th game. So,
I switched places, I'm sorry.
Sure.
So, what is
Inside, you find the wizard's
magic wand. Magic wand.
You take
Wibbs, make a Harry Potter Ollivander joke.
Finds it missing.
Give it a wave.
Okay.
Door locks as you shut it.
So yeah, as I know, put it before cut with this one in our position where that meets. So let's try to...
yes. This is a wonderful one.
So yeah.
10 inches. No wait, that's my penis.
Well, that's one way to make a Harry Potter joke.
We're going to hell.
Oh.
I'm going to hell for saying that joke.
So this is his study.
Whoa.
It's quicker than going through all the stairs, so I always do that.
He died.
You know, the support stone just kind of reminds me of the Dark Sorcerer a bit.
So yeah, in these shelves he has a lot of spell ingredients, so we're going to take all of them.
Most of the bottles are unmarked. There are a few things that interest you, though.
Exactly. So let's take them.
You pick up the bottle labeled Nightshade Juice. And
we're going to need all of these things to do some spells.
Nightshade, isn't that a comic book character?
No, it's funny. If I recall, it's a variation of tomato or something.
It wasn't. Oh no, that was Nightcrawler. Sorry.
Hold on, there's 2 more bottles. Come on, past me. What are you doing? I'm just...
Past Pedro. Do something.
You pick up the bottle labeled
Saffron. Oh, Saffron!
Saffron City, yay!
Saffron City in a bottle.
Actually, it tastes really good with rice.
Huh? Who knew a city tasted so nice? I should try that sometime.
And an empty flask too, but I guess it's...
Joe, for trying to eat all of New York, covering it with that.
Well, New York is my home,
let's see what
I couldn't possibly do that.
So let's see what this is.
Well, I'll eat it then.
Okay, the sorcery will...
I'll have the Empire State Building for lunch.
You eagerly thumb through page after page of what you assume to be magic formulas. The ink of the old handwriting is faint and barely readable.
Okay.
Most of the formulas are indecipherable, but a few are in a language you know. You treat the old book with great care. As you can tell, it contains recipes for some very old and powerful magic spells.
You know, if it weren't for the narrator's voice, I'd gotten bored reading this stuff.
Could be the key to your escape from the evil Manannan.
Wait. Well, luckily, Dwibs, this isn't Final Fantasy
15. Time ball due into a ball. Place on the top current.
Okay, so basically, this is going to be most of the thing we're going to do for this game. There are various spells in this game, including the turn 1 into a cat spell, which is the one we need most. And these spells are going to help us throughout the game. So basically, so yeah, in the next part we actually try to get some of these spells done. See you then.
See you then.
Yeah.